watching we fall, yeah, throwing money in the air. Just happy with my lady, other girls, they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It may be hard to find a running lane today. The Redskins have the best rush defense in the league, and they're going up against the Lions, who will try to avoid becoming one-dimensional. So, for the call of this Week 11 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Redskins. The one running back is Gurley. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they ask their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just third and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Their big-bodied receiver. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. They come up in an offset eye. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Offensive starters time, Charles, for the Washington Redskins.
Let's look at Josh Dotson, the wide receiver out of TCU. Grew up in Fort Worth. His mom works at the university as a vice president. He actually went to Wyoming first, transferred back to TCU. And, boy, is he a high flyer. Throw it up in the air, he'll go up and get it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards set of downs. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And here's Marshall. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
Ezekiel Ansah out of BYU. We call him Ziggy, and he knows where the quarterback is on every play.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Hey. Let's go. Destroy. Check three.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Third down now following the completed pass. They'll run with Marshall. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. Now on fourth down, the 2014 NFL leader is a rookie in yards per punt. Tress Way on to kick it. This is a Way and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. And here is the Redskin defense.
Josh Norman was not a first-round pick when he entered the NFL, but he always thought he should be. Never lacked for confidence, and now he plays at a Pro Bowl level.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Again they run with Gurley. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. The one running back is Gurley. He'll drop to throw, and he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. They'll look to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all these movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Allen has it left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space. Now Marshall. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you...
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes Washington Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They'll come out in the pistol. This is Marshall. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Fresh set of downs here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
He's going to float this one deep right side and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at its 2nd down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
He's got time in the pocket. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he'll get him a bit close. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. And now it's 2nd and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Keenan Allen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
They'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Now let's go. Detroit! Detroit! Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go.
seconds now. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left, and play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
So here come the Lions now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here we go now. Green, pushing now, Barney. Here we go now.
Shift together here from the D-line. The slot man in motion right.
All right, now, look at three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play. Holding them to no gain.
Detroit!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They're going to look to throw. It'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be first down, Washington.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They go play action here on first down. Out to the left here to Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever they do, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
After watching that play and result, I go back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator, Brandon, before the game and said, how are you going to move the ball running it against the #1 defense? He gave us no indication, didn't tip his hand at all, so we have to see how this unfolds as this game moves along.
He's got Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
And now a first down following that long gain. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Detroit first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll look to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to throw now on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. Back to throw here. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This a 43-yard attempt. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time out, another missed field goal. So maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. The one running back is Gurley. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. And he cuts it left, and now room to move. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Marshall, 76 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Yards still left on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got Fuller. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. Because you got the linemen that have to move. You have the wide receivers have to get out and vacate. You got the running back that's got to make a little fake and then get out into the route. And, of course, the quarterback, he's got to hold in there and know he's probably going to take a big hit before he lofts the screen off to the back. Why didn't he catch it? That's all he needed to do for them to be successful. Now let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the 1st down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the 1st down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the 1st down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Here we go now. No.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Another pistol look here. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And he'll give it here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Not a lot of dance steps in that run. That's much more like being that bowling ball, just going down and scattering some pins, breaking through contact, breaking through tackles, and he knows how to finish a run.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And an alley to run. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect in setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so he can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's a give to Whitlock, the fullback. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again, working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Try the ground game here with the running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain here down to the 22. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They come out here in the eye. They're running with Gurley. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That one good for 12 yards. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Redskins, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.